What's up everyone? On today's video, we're going to be checking out two different communities in Marlboro, New Jersey that are less than $500,000. We're going to just walk around and talk about them a little bit so you can see them. Then we're also going to take a tour and just a couple other things about Marlboro in general. But before we get started, if it's your first time to the channel, my name is Steve McCutcheon, and I'm a realtor at Berkshire Hathaway. On the Live in Central New Jersey channel, we're going to be covering everything about the Central Jersey real estate market. So if you're the first one to know what's going on in either Monmouth or Ocean County real estate, feel free to click the bell, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video started. Our first development of the day is going to be Millponds. I do apologize if you hear a little bit of wind on the video today. It's fall. Basically, as you can kind of see, the leaves are changing. So that's one beautiful thing about New Jersey is we do get all four seasons: spring, fall, summer, and winter. So right now everything's kind of just switching over a little bit. So it's going to be a little windy. I do apologize. Just bear with me with the audio a little bit. But Millponds is going to be located over in the northern part of Marlboro, along with the other community we'll be doing later. This is going to be on the east side of Route 9 and Route 18, so it's actually in prime position for anyone commuting into New York City. You can either drive yourself or take one of the bus routes that are going to be in the area over here. If you're driving yourself, you're probably looking at about, say, like an hour and a half-ish time frame. Same thing with taking the bus. If you want to take the train, there are two options that you can do, but they're not going to be in Marlboro. You either have to drive over to South Amboy, which is going to be about 15 minutes north, give or take. And the same thing you can do into the Matawan train station. I would say South Amboy would just be easier because it's 15 minutes north and then about an hour from there into Penn Station, New York City. Whereas Matawan, same time frame to drive there and a little extra time on the train, about 10-15 minutes. Sorry about that. So pretty much really good location for Millponds, and a couple other things we'll get into too. Now, Millponds is going to be a pretty large development. If you're ever driving through Texas Road, you're going to notice that Texas Road kind of divides into a northern and southern side, and there's a couple different entrances on each of them. So it's a very large complex, a lot of units. Most of them are going to be either 2 or 3 bed condos or townhomes. The condos will be the single levels, upper and lower units, and then the townhome style will be the multi-level units as well. Then they're going to range, I would say price range anywhere between about $350, but they do go all the way up to about $550 if you get the larger townhome models. Some of the townhomes will also have basements to them. They're just going to be a little bit more rare than the ones that do have them. And then with the parking situations, there aren't going to be any garages, so you'll be dealing with assigned parking, kind of like in a big lot like you see behind me. You'll have some assigned parking and then also some guest spots too if you ever have people come over. I hopped in the car real quick because the wind is being an absolute menace right now for the audio. So one quick thing you want to mention is being in a condo and townhome community is that it's going to involve an HOA. Millponds has one, and it's going to be $350 a month. Now with this though, I think they give a decent amount of amenities compared to some other communities at least. You're going to have clubhouse access, a swimming pool, tennis courts, basketball courts, playgrounds, and then in terms of just maintenance on the property, it's going to take care of your landscaping, snow removal, and trash. That's pretty common. The one thing with exterior maintenance though, some places do cover it, some don't. I couldn't find too much information on Millponds. They were closed when I was doing my research on it, and it looked like some of the listings had it involved and some didn't. What I did notice was that some of the condos were the ones that did involve having exterior maintenance, and the townhomes were not. So that could be something. I've seen that in different communities before where one's covered and one is not, based on the ownership rights, just the model of the home. So it seems like the condos and townhomes, being that they're upper and lower, the roof would probably be included in the siding versus the townhomes being or townhomes not having it. So we're at our second location. That's going to be Pointe Jardin. I kind of mentioned it before, but it's going to be located almost right next to Millponds. So Millponds will be on the right side of Route 18, and this one will be on the left side, or I guess southbound side. And so they're both going to be in the northern part of Marlboro, and the commuting purposes are just the same. So you can still drive yourself to the city, take the bus, or drive a little to a different location like South Amboy and take the train up. So all that's going to be similar. Then a little bit different with this complex, I would say the majority of the units here are going to be like your townhome style. So a lot of them are going to be 3 bed, and you'll have either 3 or 4 full baths, or not full, but just 3 or 4 baths in general. Parking situation is going to be similar. So you're going to see behind me, there's not going to be any garages. So you got some assigned spots and some guest spots, but obviously I'm doing this during the workday, so a lot of spots will be empty, but it looks like there's a pretty good amount of just extra space. So if you do have people over, it should be pretty easy to have them. And then most of the units will be ranging between, I'd say, about 1,500 and 2,000 square feet. Now there's also some 2-bed condos in here, but there's not really going to be a ton of them, so the majority of the units will still be those 3-bed townhomes that we just mentioned. Price range, you're probably looking between, it's a little bit more consistent, so you're gonna be anywhere between about $425,000 and $500,000 for in Pointe Jardin. The main difference will pretty much be the square footage in most of the units. There's going to be an HOA included here as well, and it's going to be anywhere between about $300 and $340. That varies per unit. I'm assuming that's also probably because of the square footage, so the smaller models typically will pay a little bit less, and the bigger models maybe a little bit more. HOA wise, it's a similar amenities. You're going to get a playground again, swimming pool, basketball courts, tennis courts, and that kind of stuff. It's very similar to Millponds. So both of the communities offer you roughly the same thing. Obviously, as you're kind of going around, you can see just the scenic portion of it. It's also similar. Hate to keep saying that, but they're very close. You really can't go wrong with either one of them. Millponds is a little bit bigger, so a little bit more of a selection over there possibly, versus Pointe Jardin, where you are kind of stuck with that similar model home, so the same thing over and over again. A little bit of bonus footage, we're gonna go check out Route 9 real quick, just kind of give you an idea, just the different businesses that are going to be in the area and what it looks like there. And then afterwards, we'll pretty much wrap it up. Thanks so much for checking out the video and sticking around to the end. I have done some other ones in Marlboro, so if you're looking to learn a little bit more about it, I've done a pros and cons, things to know, new construction tours, that kind of thing. I'll have them all linked down in the description below and at the end of the video here. So with that being said, if you're looking to move to the Marlboro area, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is also in the description down below, so whether you're 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, even a year out, doesn't matter to me. Let's just get you on the right path towards your real estate goals. And if you're looking to move to a different part of the Central Jersey area, check out 2 videos and hopefully help out a little bit too. Have a great day.